happy Easter. We have another gorgeous day in the neighborhood. We have kitties ready for breakfast. It looks like we don't have wind today, and Dawn is gonna go spray up on the hill and get that over with. Kill that poison ivy before it gets on me, and also try to knock the stilt grass down before it really takes off up there. Good morning, Gray. Hi, honey. There you go. Good morning. How are you? We go back to chicken today. Come here. Okay, you can be hungry. Aww. I love you, baby girl. Just bringing the dry chow out here. And the squirrels and the birds eat it during the day, and Midnight enjoys looking at them. And you can see the other azalea is blooming great now. I'm loving how the flamethrower red bud is looking. Much prettier closer in person, I understand. Oh, we're fixing to get busy. Hey!
Hey.
Before Don goes up the hill to spray, he's going to help me get out my yard art.
I don't know. I'm getting a little, I guess I'm still just going to spray, but I'm a little, it's windier than I would like.
Right, there is a little breeze. I think I might have already been bit by a couple mosquitoes. I might have to go put on bug spray. That makes me unhappy. It's really hard on Don on this lower end of the house to get this stuff out, so I really appreciate his help. He's way stooped over underneath there. My back would just be, I wouldn't be able to do it. So this is my fun while Don goes and has his fun. And it is mostly fun, and I do mostly know where the stuff is going, the same spot it was last year. But yeah. I gotta get the ferns out of that pot by the chair there so I can put my solar fairy garden stuff in there. And I suppose I could take this blanket down and wash it and put it up for the summer. No reason to leave it out here. We use it sometimes in the van if we're going someplace where we might need a outside, blanket thing. Okay, psyching myself up, but feeling like I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, and that's just not fun. I am really happy with how it came out. Obviously, the mulch needs to grow and refix itself again, but it will. I'll probably have more ferns in a couple years that I need to remove again. I thought for just a second about putting one of my Japanese maples in this pot, but it would block my table view from the kitchen window. And I just really love this fairy garden. This, like I said, it should come on tonight after it charges up, or within a day or two. So I don't think we stopped turning them off. We just put them under the house where it's dark and leave them be over the winter. I would like a couple more little gnome guys, but not the super tiny ones. I need ones just a little bigger so they don't fall over and just get lost in the dirt. Well, it's 150 and I've pretty much got all of it that we got out put away. I am definitely putting up the fountain. That white column might go back up under the house, but not on Easter. I'm not taking down my chick today. The little bunny chick's got to come down. So one day this week I'll install the fountain. There's stuff everywhere in a positive way from my perspective. I did walk upstairs and get this fountain, but again, today is not fountain day. I got themes, fairy gardens, owls, angels. I definitely think this fall I will fix this fairy garden, but it's just the wrong time of year to get in there and try to do that now. I did pull out the ferns from here just in case that was bothering the root system on that tree too much, stressing it out too much. I probably need to pull it out, trim the root ball, put fresh dirt in and replant it, but not right now. Probably not till this fall if it makes it. if it doesn't perk up. I'm not done yet. I'm just stopping for a minute. I did get the loppers and trim some of the lower branches on the hollies. It was, you know, it just had started not to look good down low. The darn chickens, and it's the same ones, a black one and 2 orangey ones, came down the hill 3 times and I shoot them off. I do not want the chickens back. That will just not make my spring. This is stuff from upstairs. Don carried the big part down for me. Oh, Tux is moving now, but he's been asleep over there on that white table place for, a couple hours, and Don and I have both decided that we want to be Tux. Or maybe we want to be Stripe, because Stripe gets really great spots, and plus he gets inside and outside all the time. Don hauled off the cuttings from the hollies. He's not hiding today. It's just that, you know, upstairs it looks worse before it looks better. And he's labeling and doing his cables and getting things the way he wants to. And he's helping whenever I ask, and I'm trying to leave him be. Certainly worth coming over here to look at the peony all in its glory with a lot more flowers to open. So I'm excited about it. And there's a little more up there, plus a couple fountains to bring down. So I'm going to try to finish. As long as Don keeps going, I'm going to keep going. But we're having a rib roast, and I just turned the oven on to preheat 30 minutes at 500 before I stick it in there. I've moved this Celebration Japanese maple to this spot. I'm pretty sure this on the end here where this leaf doesn't look right was from when I was trying to get rid of aphids. I very carefully just sprayed a couple leaves, and apparently that one can't tolerate it. So it's a good thing I just did little couple tester spots. I'm just trying to say I don't think it's in trouble or anything, but it doesn't like a lot of sun, especially in the afternoon. It needed to move from where I had it staged. So this is where I ended up putting the other big pot. I kind of like it. It's sort of a trail of, you know, in and out with these pots all the way over to the glider. And if someday we wanted to get fancy with some stepping stones or mulch or rocks or something, you know, we can always make the walkway more formal or make it a little curvy. But that was my thoughts. I am going to go get another one of those blue pots. This bronze is not going to is not going to cut it for me. It's got to match that one and that one. So you know, at some point in the future, as the trees get bigger, they can go into the bigger pot. But for now, while they're small, I'm going to leave them in the smaller pot and have layers, which I also think looks pretty interesting. So anyway, since I'm starting the oven at like 3, and this is a standard rib roast in the 6-pound range, we'll eat between 6 and 6:30. That should give us enough time to finish up. We'll either be done or we'll be too tired to keep going, one of the two. Alright, I've got everything out and where I want it, except for the fountains aren't running. I'm going to try some different stuff this year. This one will be easy to get going. I hung my butterflies and dragonflies on the side of the cat hotel. I'm printing this really cool orange and turquoise one right now. So when it comes off, I'll have another one to add, probably upper left there. And I can keep going. You know, there's no limit. I can change the colors on them. They're really efficient to print because it prints one layer, one color, and then it changes to the next color. So if there's 4 colors, there's only 4 poops. It's really efficient. And they're fun. And I'm going to definitely do a little more. My neighbor has just lit a fire in his yard, so at least he didn't run me out while I was out here working, although I'd like to tell you that it's super dry out here and I don't think it's a good idea. But he usually lights it up, gets her done, and he's done, you know, whereas my one neighbor's burning like every time they breathe, they light a fire up there, and that's super annoying. So at least he'll get her done. Why on Easter Sunday though, but I don't hear anybody outside with a picnic, so I guess it doesn't matter. Had a good time out here today. It's a little after 4. Excuse me, it's a little after 5. I'm gonna go shower. Don is at the point where he's about ready to box stuff up and set it up on the shelves and get it. You know, like I said, it was worse before it was better. I have thanked Don profusely for giving me the opportunity to get my plants, enjoy my plants, make the yard look good. Because, you know, I couldn't do it if he wasn't supportive. And even though it's not, you know, 100% his thing for sure, doesn't mean he doesn't like me being happy doing it. So, you know, I've got 6 months until first frost. So, to me, that makes it worth the effort. I think I'm going to take the night off from filming the owls because it's freaking hot out here and I'm exhausted, and probably once I sit down, I'm just like not going to want to move that much. And this boy's been, Stripe has been really, they've all kept me company today. A little less Morris than the others, but particularly Tux has been close by. I've thoroughly enjoyed my kitties, hanging with my kitties. I love these days when I've got a reason to be outside and the weather doesn't run me off. I did, or the insects or whatever, I did put some bug spray on, and then I didn't have no more troubles. So that was good. I hate that stuff, but sometimes you gotta use it. I did decide that the next size larger gnomes are too big for the mossy area planter pot I redid today, but I found some more little ones and I stuck some more little ones over there. Anyway, I will continue to be tweaking.